Rasulullah asks for, there will be, difference in the ilm of these Sahaba, So the hadith which they quote from Jabir, we say it's ilm of, first it's talking about Hajj Tamattu, second hadith which Sahih Muslim has narrated from Sahaba, Ali radiallahu anhu and other Sahaba, it's haram. So it shows a person who does not have ilm, a person who has ilm should be given fawqiyah, because he has ilm. For example, if I'm sitting in a gathering and my teacher says, okay, this thing is not allowed in the class, and some of the students are not present, and they come and say, okay, we used to do it, and at the time when the teacher forbade it, he was not present. So of course, what I say should be accepted, because I was present, Same about other Sahaba. Because those who were present and those who took the hadith, call should be taken. Then they present the hadith from Asma bint Abi Bakr. They say Asma bint Abi Bakr used to commit Muta. First of all, how can you take hadith of Asma bint Abi Bakr when you say about her that she's not even a Muslim? How can you take hadith? But Shia books are like this. If you read Al-Kulayni, it has a narration from a donkey. Wallahi, it has a narration from Al-Himar, Al-Himar, Al-Himar. Every narrator is Himar. So this is their books. So they call Asma bint Abi Bakr kafir, but yet they take a hadith from her. It's strange. But the hadith is not like this. Asma bint Abi Bakr was asked about tamattu. As I said, tamattu. Was it allowed? And she said, we used to do it at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu. Two things here. First, she's talking about Umrah, Mutatu Umrah, Umrah and Hajj together. We used to do it at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu, not Mutatu Nisa, because the word Nisa is not present in 8 different narrations. This is Waham, which is what happened to one of the narrator, except narrating Mutatu Nisa with it, So Asma bint Abi Bakr, she says, we used to do it at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu. It has 2 things. First, she is confirming that it used to happen and then Rasulullah sallallahu forbade it. So what are Shia taking a dalil from here? There is nothing for them to take. They used to drink alcohol, then it was forbidden. They used to do many things, then Rasulullah sallallahu forbade it. So what is the point in them taking a point from here? And this narration is talking about Muta'atu Hajj, not Nisa, because as I've quoted you authentic hadith, that Rasulullah sallallahu did forbid it, and his father Abu Bakr who was near to Rasulullah sallallahu, he forbade it. So how come she didn't knew? It was Mut'atul Hajj that she was speaking about, that we used to do it at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu, and his father then Umar who said that a person should not come do Umrah and Hajj together, he should separate it. So this is the issue that we have refuted Shias. Then Shia give few dalil. 2 of them have refuted. First, they say Jabir narrate that he used to do it, and then Asma bint Abi Bakr. Then they narrate Quranic ayah. For most of the Shia, if you speak to them, they say, okay, we have a dalil from Quran. They narrate to us Surah Nisa 24 ayah, وَالْمُحْسَنَاتُ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ إِلَّا مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُهُمْ. They say this ayah is because there is a word in this فَمَسْتَمْتَعْتُمْ بِهِ. They take this as muta. So they are juhala, they are, we can say, ignorant people. If you see the ayah, as I said before, the Shia said you can do muta with a woman who is already married, and the ayah is speaking about muhsinin, muhsinin, those who have not married before. So this ayah is speaking about legal marriage, muhsanatum min an-nisa, those who are virgins. If you marry them, what you give them tamattu, some, we call it dowry, mahr, give them mahr. This ayah, if you read the ayah before and after it, is talking about legal marriage. The proof that this ayah, that the Shia say that you can do mut'ah with non-virgin as well. سألت أبي إبراهيم الكاظم, he asked عن الرجل إذا هو زاني وعنده الأم يطاح تحصنه الأم he was asked about a woman who is married, and can a person do muta with her, and she said yes. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا اسْتَمْتَعْتُ بِهِنَّ فَاتُوهُنَّ أُجُورَهُنَّ. When you do istimta, you do sexual relation, you give her mahr. So it's talking about legal marriage, which is born to have witnesses, which is born to have proper. You shouldn't have a contract that, okay, for one night we will spend and then we will go. No. Few other hadith, which I wanted to quote from the Shia books, their own imams. Can you imagine? None of their imam committed muta, and yet it has a great virtues. If it was something great, why didn't your imams? Show us one of yours imam's son who was born from the muta. None was born. So it shows that it's a lies made by the Shia priest to have a legal zina, make zina legal for them. It's narrated from مستدرك الوسائل, Shia book, عن عبد الله بن سنان سألت أبي عبد الله عن المتعة. I asked Abu Abdullah, it is son of Hussein. He says, لا تدنس نفسك بها. Do not make yourself dirty with it. This is the act of dirty people. This is their imam son telling them, do not make yourself dirty with it. But yet they come and say, okay, it was allowed and this is allowed. Again, other narration, this is mentioned in Al-Kulayni. Al-Kulayni is one of their muhaddis. He says, وعن علي بن يتيق قال سألت أبا الحسن الموسى الكاذب عن المتعة فقال وما أنت وما ذاك فقد أغناك الله عنه. Why you want to make dirty yourself with this thing? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made ghani from this. So these narrations are showing that Shia are lying on the Quran and Sunnah. And as you know, what point should we discuss about the Shias? They don't believe in the Quran. They say Sahaba are kafir. They say Rasulullah's wives are not pure. They were zaniya. And they say that we have aqidah of bada'. They believe in taqiyya. What should we discuss with them? But for the brothers to know the truth,